These 2025 initiatives to scale fast, 26, we're going to start to see the marketplace become intolerant to artificial AI content. And it's making people dumb. It's just making people rely on it too much. Ryan, what's going on, buddy? I wanted to call you here and talk about these 2025 initiatives to scale fast so we can make the next 100 million, brother. How you doing? And tell me about the first one.
Yeah, man, what's going on? Basically the first one's YouTube. I think that's got to be our biggest priority. I want to go real aggressive on YouTube. I want to be posting as much as we can, and I want to post high quality stuff too. It's the only thing that's never changed online. It's the only thing that people have been using forever since it came out, and it's always been reliable, and we haven't leveraged it, I think, as much as we could, and so that's what I want to do. I think that's our number one for 2025, and really blowing this thing up for sure above anything else.
Yes, I love YouTube, and if I had one regret in 16 years, it'd be not going more all in on YouTube sooner. I think that YouTube is a platform that is a marketer's dream, man. We were talking about how YouTube will allow you to change the description of your videos all in one simple click of a button. Like, think about that. No matter what you're promoting that month or that week, you can change the description across all of your YouTube videos to be able to have a link about the thing that's most important that you want to make an offer and sell right then. I mean, that's just an example. I think the other reason why YouTube is such a big opportunity, and I agree, is that, when we're posting content in Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, it is like it just disappears. Whereas YouTube, it can grow and compound over time. So I'm all in on YouTube as well, brother. And we've talked about this. Let's do it. Number two.
I think by adding in some of these more front-end offers, we're going to be able to dominate more sectors of the market, which inevitably is going to just grow the company more. Things that we see great opportunities in, places where we can solve major problems people have quickly. I think that's just the lowest hanging fruit that we should go after, and just put together not major, massive projects, but small things that provide a big transformation that can get people in the door, and then we can use the data to determine where to go from there. But I think as a starting point, that's something that we can absolutely take advantage of.
Having a premium priced offer, a flagship premium priced coaching program or course or product or service, I think is smart and something that everybody should have. But having what I like to call different front doors, similar to what we've done in the past, where we've dabbled in the personal development market while also staying focused in the business niche. It's worked out well. It's given us the ability to be able to get customers that we wouldn't have otherwise attracted, and also offer new things to our existing customers that can help them develop new skill sets. Like, for example, the personal development, the confidence building, the communication skills. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, those are things that you need to have. So I love that. What's number three?
Third thing was just better systematization of our social media output. So I think we've been doing really pretty good with getting marketing out there and social media. I think it can be better, and I think it can be higher volume too. So I think really I want to start looking at everything we're doing as if we're a media company as opposed to just a marketing department, right? And just getting a lot more stuff out there and having systems in place to do it. Right now, I think we're floating along, but I think we can systematize it to get things working more smoothly, more effectively, and just a couple of small areas where I think we can make really fast improvements is having some more dedicated SOPs for each individual person on the team, right? So having specific people focusing on specific things instead of having multiple people dabble in multiple things, have a specialist for each area. Even if that means, bringing on more people or outsourcing some stuff, I think we can get better results from the work we're already doing and also multiply the amount of output we have in terms of social media and content creation and all that good stuff by systematizing that a little bit better. And so that's, I put that as number 3 on the priority list because I think that is right where it belongs in terms of what's going to get us the most leverage in terms of the most growth and the most scale.
And building systems and using people are the 2 things that really separate somebody who's self-employed from somebody who's an entrepreneur, right? I mean, that's basic from Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, where he explains the cash flow quadrant, and that's literally the difference. Like, you can even have a business, but if you're doing all the work in the business, for example, if you're a masseuse and you don't have others who work for you and have no systems, well, you may own the business, but if you don't show up to do the massage, you don't get paid. So I love that, and I love thinking of our company as a media company and not a marketing company, because content is so important, and it's gonna just keep being important. And I actually think that the more that artificial content gets put out, the more authentic content is going to be desired. And so investing in that area of the company, I love it. What's number 4?
So number 4 on that list was just very simple, just get done faster and implement faster. Partly because we're spread a little bit thin and we're doing a lot of things at once, that we need to just amplify the speed of which that we're getting stuff out. I think stuff's kind of sitting on the burner a little too long. I would like to get onto projects that are really good ideas and have good potential results a lot quicker.
How can I not love that? The problem is we oftentimes ideate too long, right? We sit inside of an idea. It's literally taking our own coaching. It's the same things that we coach our clients on. It's just, I don't know, only the market knows. So the only way to find out the answer to any question that we ever have is to make the offer, post the video, send the email. And there's not a lot to lose, especially in 2025 and beyond, because attention spans are so short that even if you do something that's a major flop, nobody remembers it for too long, right? And we're also afraid of doing something that's not gonna do good when we forget, I think, that marketing is 90+% of stuff's gonna fail. And so I love it. Implementing faster is never gonna get an argument from me. What's number 5?
So the last thing I put on there that I think is important, which kind of ties into number 4 a little bit too, is just automating more and putting more automated systems in place. Right now, there's a lot of task doing going on for sure, which is obviously contributes to slowing things down. And there's a lot of things we could be doing and automating with AI and with different software tools that really wouldn't be too hard to set up. It would be really reliable, and it would drastically cut down on some of the things our actual humans are doing, right? And they can get more focused on their deep work and where they're actually the most valuable, and with their creativity and with the things they can actually do with their talent, as opposed to kind of box checking, clicking buttons, and just doing administrative stuff that could be automated. So that's another goal that I think we really need to prioritize for Q3 of 2025 and Q4. So that's something I'm looking into really getting done as well.
I love that. And I want to put an emphasis on making sure that we're not using AI for anything other than to edit or iterate or amplify our original work, our intellectual property, and our own personal creative thoughts. Because one of the challenges that I see happening with AI is that it's making people dumb. It's just making people rely on it too much to where they actually are, they're not as good at their job anymore. And we really need to remember the power of the prompt engine. I think prompting, like we're prompting or giving commands to AI, I think that's very much like what we do with humans. We ask them, we prompt them to do things. For example, if they work for us or if they're in our department or something, we're going to start to see the marketplace become intolerant to artificial AI content. And perhaps there's even going to be some regulation or some laws that's going to make it to where you have to start to differentiate whether stuff is artificial intelligence or not. And we will be at a major advantage if we have protected all of our original work and our frameworks and our IP and only used AI to amplify and just make it better. So I love these, brother. Can't wait to go over these and share them with the team.
Yeah, man, let's do it. Sounds good. All right, cool. Awesome. Glad we're both on board. And yeah, we'll do it.
All right, my friends. Well, Ryan didn't know that I was just recording that call, but of course, he'll see it when we publish this video. I hope that was helpful for you. Of course, meeting with people on your team, talking about what you're gonna do, and figuring out a plan to be able to achieve those things, focused on what are the inputs that you need to do in order to get the specific outcome, is where we're at with these things. And I hope that this video inspired you to make your initiative list for the rest of 2025. What do you need to work on? Like, what's coming up? What are the things that you've been avoiding? What are the things that you need to pivot or take a big step into? If you want to get a download of this list so you can re-review it and make notes on it, we've also got a little section on the worksheet where you can write down your initiatives for 2025. Just click the link in the description, and I'll see you on the next one. Be legendary.